I finally cracked the code to being able to stay on track, get ready for the new year, and still be able to indulge in all of the delicious celebratory foods at this time of year. Number one is to not restrict so heavily, I should say. And I'm gonna start here for a reason. We all know that this is the time where the foods are just a bit more heavy, a bit more itis giving, all right? You're definitely gonna be trying to feel a little sleepy after you eat. A lot of the things are usually high in fat, usually high in sugar, those types of things, right? That is the main reason that we feel that we have to try and restrict or reduce during this time of year in the first place. We know a lot of these foods give us comfort. They feel really good to eat. You're usually surrounded by other people. A lot of people aren't restricting during this time, and it is the end of the year. So a lot of people just like have fallen completely off their goals and are waiting for January 1st to pick things back up and get the ball rolling again. But why? You can start right now if you haven't already, and you can continue if you've already been going. So, I have preached many times that we're trying to establish a new normal. I'm gonna keep saying it probably in every video because that is how you make it sustainable. You have built up a lot of habits over time that you are trying to rid yourself of, and not even probably rid yourself of, but just kind of alter a bit, make these changes. Because like I said before, not a single person is all healthy or all unhealthy. We just want to find a happy medium, find there, stay there, and see the progress go forward, up. You don't have to constantly feel like you're starting over or that you completely fell off track. All these things are hindrances, I feel like, along the journey because you're taking it way too seriously. This is your life and you want to be able to enjoy all aspects of it, especially when it comes to the holidays, spending time with our friends and family, indulging in these great foods. Now, one of my major issues was always thinking that I didn't need to engage in the foods, or I just need to, because it's there, let me not take a plate of it, let me not go ahead and have some of it because I'm going to overindulge. Another issue that I end up having is thinking that I can have a little bit of the food, that I'm just gonna have that little bit and then I'm not gonna binge on it. Like, I think that's a major issue a lot of people have as well. For a lot of people, this is just gonna be a tease. The point is that you are allowed to eat these foods. Try not to restrict yourself so heavily and try not to indulge too heavily. You can have the balance in your life. You just have to practice. While there isn't an event going, while nothing special is going on right now because it's November 18th, and it is a random Monday and nothing is happening today. So therefore I'm gonna stay on track with my goals. Therefore I'm not going to indulge too heavily inside of a pumpkin pie or a sweet potato pie, a smothered chicken. I'm not gonna have that today. Today I'm gonna fuel my body with some green juice, with some leafy greens in preparation for my body to have a bit more of the savory, sweet, salty foods later. Because no matter what, the events are coming up. Like, we know that this is the time of year, it's coming up. So don't pretend that we didn't know. Don't pretend that we didn't know. The main thing is that we want to be able to have control, the discipline prior to the events. And we don't want to wait for the event to come and then we get inside the event, and I keep saying event, but I do just mean like a family dinner or cooking something really yummy that might be a bit more calorie dense, heavy in fats, heavy in those processed carbohydrates, you know, starches and things like that. So anytime it's just like a regular day, you wanna be on track. You wanna be eating and nourishing your body and taking care of yourself the best way that you can. And I know that those days aren't always gonna be perfect. Like, it's gonna be a random Wednesday and you just are in a bad mood or something awful happened during the day or whatever. A lot of us will run to food, think that, okay, all right, this food is gonna make me feel better. Having this meal is gonna get my mind off the thing, but these are all temporary, I wanna say vices, but I know eating isn't, you know, a vice, but I think it's a major aspect of trying to comfort yourself with food, and you can't just keep running back to the food for comfort because the feeling that you felt before the food is still going to exist after, and it's going to be even heightened. And then it's just like an endless vicious cycle that you keep going through with food and your body, not liking your body, but enjoying the food for a temporary moment. That dopamine hits and then it's over, and now I'm back still inside the same body, not reaching my goals. And all right, I'm back eating the bad food again, and now I'm back. Okay, all right, I'm feeling shitty about myself. All right, I'm back. It doesn't stop, and it's so tiring. So I know you're tired because I was tired. That was one of the major key things that really put my brain into the right mindset of, okay, this is a day of this, This is the day of that. And this day of the healthy and take care of myself should outweigh the occasional things, because that's how it is anyway. The vast majority of your days are not vacation days, right? And even if we see it on social media or that's how people's living, like that's not how people actually are supposed to live. Like you're supposed to be a responsible human being the vast majority of the time, and then every once in a while, sometimes, you can let loose and get a little, all right? Because that's part of the human experience. We're allowed to indulge. We're allowed to have the stuff, okay? I'm sorry I had to beat that into you today. Number 2, let's get a little bit of movement in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I know it's cold out. But this is the bundle season. And I do feel like there is something very romanticizing and nice about, bundling up with a scarf, a little sweater cardigan or something, walking outside. Yes, after you finish the bowl of mac and cheese with some freaking steak, or I don't even know everybody having nowadays. If you got some hummus with some feta or something, after you're feeling a little, fight it real quick and go take a little 15-minute walk real quick. With the cousins and with friends and with family. No, let's go on a little walk real quick around the block, around the neighborhood, get our food digested, come back in and get the TV on. You know what I mean? You're making yourself uncomfortable to do something that you usually do anyway, and it's only uncomfortable because you're not in the habit of doing it. So I know you feel me. Number 3 is to also not consider these foods so bad for you. Like, we do want to consider that this is still a home-cooked meal, and that someone did put, probably some more butter, some more oils, and some more salt, those things that we want to try and monitor, but it is still a home-cooked meal. Or usually these things are home cooked. If you want to be going to Trader Joe's, buying them pumpkin loaves and buying those like holiday loaves and stuff like that, you definitely probably gonna be struggling a little bit. Let me not be so hard on myself. I didn't go out to McDonald's today and grab a Big Mac with fries and a large Coke. Like, I am getting a bit more nutrients from this food than I would normally going through a drive-thru or some other regular day. Not all these holiday foods are just so much, and that a lot of this stuff we do just make at home, just add a little more extra stuff to it, and it's still, it's still not too bad. Number 4, and last but not least, this is not the last time you're gonna be able to have that food. That feeling inside your gut and your chest that's just like, oh God, but I want to have it so bad because like this isn't the last time that I'm gonna have this. Like, it's in front of me here right now in this moment, so I have to have it right now in this moment. That is just your brain playing games against you. It will present itself again, somehow, some way. If you really want it, you can go out and get it. I know Aunt Liv just made the best sweet potato pie and I only get it once a year. And I'm not gonna be able to have it ever again, or at least for another 365 days. You'll be fine. Have a little bit. You don't gotta go all in. Because you're gonna have it again. You can. Don't put so much weight on food because it is something that we have access to every single day. There's so many unique flavors that you are still going to discover. And I'm saying this because, at least for me, that was one of my biggest struggles. I'm just like, I gotta have it now. This is the last time for X, Y, and Z time that I'm gonna be able to have this. I gotta have it right now, quick. I gotta have it quick. No, you don't need it quick. You don't need it now. You're gonna have it later. You'll be fine. You'll forget about it in the week. And even if you don't, it isn't that serious. It really is never that serious. So don't even worry. You'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everybody's gonna be just fine. We're gonna be just fine. It's not gonna be perfect. Always keep that in mind. This isn't a time to be perfect. Any time throughout the year is not a time to be perfect. And even if you spent this whole year not being perfect, you're never supposed to. It is your life, and it is going to ebb and flow, go up and down, and that is the beauty of it. That's why we want to love the journey and love the process getting there. You don't need to wait till January 1st. We can go ahead and start today. You can start as soon as you see this video. You can start even if you just had a bag of hot Cheetos. You can start right now. This is an area of your life where you do have control. So, capitalize on that. Don't take that for granted, and just do the best you can. If you need more advice as we go through the rest of the year and the seasons, and just as you go through just regular life, please go ahead and check out these videos. If you haven't seen them, I am here to help you, whether it be the beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year, first of the year, beginning of the month, first of the week, doesn't matter. Your girl is here for you. I got you. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. Leave your comments down below, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.